Tuesday morning Barre Plus 45-minute class. I have a fun playlist planned for you today and a fun class. The only thing you're going to need is a wall, because we are going to do neutral spine chair on the wall. So it's kind of like a wall squat. There can be stuff underneath you. Just make sure you have a little space for your back. And then we'll go. Okay, everybody stand on up. Let's go. I love this song. It's like a pump it up song. Right, y'all ready? Let's go. So step your feet to hips width distance, soften your knees, lift your arms to the sky, hold them there. Let's march right and left. Pull your knee into your chest and send your toes way out in front of us. Pull your ribs in and back. And now just let your knee cross your center line. Yeah, power your standing leg long and straight. From here, just start to pull your elbows in. Keep them through center, but keep your knee moving across your body. I want you to feel this twist of the body, of the obliques, the abdominals pulling side to side. This is not an oblique focused class necessarily, but we're gonna do some special oblique work that I find really fun and challenging. We're gonna be on all fours today for our seat work. So everything we do today is gonna lead us to find the most successful all fours position that we can, okay? So I want you to know this class is like a sprint. We're sprinting to all fours because once we get there, that's gonna be the peak of our class, and afterwards we stretch. So there's no stretch in the middle in this one. 45 minutes, it's gonna be like a 40-minute sprint. 2 more side to side. Last one, feet down, lift your arms, inhale, exhale, and swan dive yourself forward. Walk yourself out into a straight arm, straight leg plank. Push down through your hands, push down to the ball mounds of your feet. Take a great big inhale breath. And as you exhale, pull every muscle fiber towards your center line. Push down through hands, push down through ball mounds of feet. So big toes to pinky toe mounds, push into the floor. Take a big inhale breath. Power the back of your body towards the sky. Lift the back of your head to the sky. Curl your ribs in and up. What I want you to feel is arm bones integrating into shoulder socket. Then spiral your biceps forward, your triceps back. You want the eyes of your elbows shooting forward. Take another breath. Hold 4 counts. Hold for 3. We're gonna take this to a downward dog in 2. Last one, hike your hips to the sky. Find your downward dog. I like to walk my feet in just a little bit so I can really ground my heels. I want you to push down through heels and through your thumbs. Push down through your forefingers as well and really claw the carpet. Take a great big inhale breath. Lengthen the backs of your legs as long as you can. We're gonna take this to tricep push-up. So keep your neck long and bend your elbows towards your big toes. Lengthen your arms, go bend, go push. Inhale and exhale as you go. I like to exhale on the hard part, you guys. Exhale as you lengthen your arms. It's hard to push away. It's hard to find the longest, straightest arm that you can right here. So exhale and let the breath, the oxygen, push you forward. 2 more. Get ready to hold it low. Take a breath and hold your elbows as low as you can. Hold 4. Your extension stretch starts in 3, 2, 1. Tap your knees to the floor, untuck your toes, and send your arms way out in front of you. Oh, we're warmed up a little bit. Roll yourself to a seated position. Grab your knees for high C curve. Sit up tall. Reach the crown of your head to the sky. Straighten your arms, lean back. Tip your hips up. Pull your low belly down, and then slide your hands behind your thighs. Cup your hamstrings, your thigh bones. Really feel the energy of your hands pushing into thighs, and roll your shoulder blades wide. Tip your hips, lean way back. Curl your ribs small. Go tip, go curl. Squeeze your legs together. Push down to that little inner edge of your big toe mount. Oh, you guys, I forgot to mention, I'm wearing our fun challenge socks. These are the prizes for our challenge. You might not have even known you're in a challenge, but you're in a challenge. And just by showing up today and signing up for this class, you're entered to win. We have 9 pairs of these socks, and they say be patient on them. I was like, this is the perfect message, because there's been a whole lot of patience needed in this new dynamic, yeah? I know. Now, keep moving through tips and curls. Squeeze your legs together and release your hands. Go tip. Go curl. Pull your low belly back. Oh my gosh, we have a visitor. I didn't know he could climb upstairs. He just climbed up the stairs by himself. Hey, Ben, can you come get the dog? I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't know he knew how to go upstairs. Hold the tip, hold the curl, take a breath in. Keep your left arm exactly where it is. Separate your feet to hips width distance. Roll your elbow back as you tip and reach it forward. Pick up your pace. Go tip, go reach. Just your right arm. Pull it back. I want your feet separated. It's harder this way. That's what we get for having a puppy. So, and I was going to film from the studio today, but I was like, you know, the dog is sleeping down by the front door. Last one to the right, switch it to the left, row it back, tap your elbow. Reach forward on that reach. Tip your hips, lean back, curl, lift up. Okay. Curl. There's a lot happening there. Feet stay at hips width distance. For now, 2 more. Last one, hold it through center, tip your hips. Curl your ribs, slide your hands to prayer, roll your shoulder blades wide, take a breath in, and now rotate side to side. Keep your thumbs pushing to your sternum, so you're moving all together. If you don't have your hands pushing into your chest, they start to kind of float right out in front of you. And I really want you to connect thumbs into heart center, rotate side to side. Pull your low belly back. Think about belly button, snapping back towards your spine. Go side to side. Oh yeah, see, Molly's getting run over by littles too. I know. They just come, especially when on the floor like this. They're like, oh, I get to play. Last one. Hold it through center, arms reach out. Take a breath and get lower. Hold 8 counts. Hold 7. You're going to dive forward into your forearm plank. First forearm plank of the day. Go 3, go 2. Last one. Cross your ankles, dive it forward. Come onto your forearms. Stack your elbows right under your shoulders and walk your legs back. Keep your feet at hips width distance. Push back through heels. Push down through hands. Reach out through the crown of your head and then lift the back of your head to the sky. Take a breath in. Push down through hands. Really claw the carpet and draw your elbows isometrically back towards your toes. From here, slide your right leg out. Slide your left leg out. Hold them on that out and bend both knees 2 times. Bend and reach. Now slide right leg back. Slide left leg back. Hold it here. Bend your knees 2 times. So it's a little combo. We're going to go right, left, bend, reach, right, left, bend, reach. Keep it up. Go to the side. 2 little bends. Pull your legs back in. Bend, reach, out, out. Tiny bends. Pull your legs in, but keep them at hips width distance. Out, out. 2 bends. Last one, hold it on the in. Just bend, reach. Unlock the knees and push back through the heels. You have 20, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now push down through your hands, your forearms, and traction your elbows back towards your big toes. Try to keep the bend really small and the reach huge. So you're really pushing back through your heels and engaging quadriceps to push thigh bones to the sky. Go 3, go 2, hold the length of your legs, take a breath in, curl your ribs in, and magnetize the front of your body up towards the sky so the entire back body lifts to the side. You have 10, 9, 8. Your child's pose starts in 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap your knees down, send them wide, reach your hands forward, enjoy it. Take a breath. Shake it off. Shake it off. Good job, you guys. From here, roll yourself up to tall so you can downward dog to get to your standing position, but grab your weights for biceps and narrow V. Grab your weights, bring your heels together. I'm gonna move my screen. Heels together, toes apart. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Squeeze your elbows tight to your side bodies. Lift your heels 2 inches. Bend your knees. Stack your shoulders right over your hips. Start full range with your arms. Go all the way up, all the way down. Push down through your big toe mounts. Squeeze your heels together like crazy. Yep, good. Now drop your hips down an inch. Nice. Good, you guys. Yeah, it's a balance for sure. This is your first set of thighs, so we're gonna get into it a little bit slowly. Your heels are just 2 inches off the floor, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, but it's more of a hover of the heels so you can squeeze them together. Find resistance with your forearms, like they're pushing and pulling through mud. Drop your hips down an inch. If you can squeeze your heels together, you're going to engage more through the inner thighs. Hug your hip points narrow and try to hollow out the space right underneath your belly button. Sink your hips down an inch and hold. Now I want you to start to get to a position where your thighs start to really fire, where you're like, wow, I'm pretty low, and I hope she starts to cue us to come back up. I'm not, don't worry. This is Barre Plus after all. Keep moving your arms, flip your palms towards one another, thumb to the sky, pinky to the floor, sink your hips down an inch. Squeeze your heels together. We are nearing the position where you are at the bottom of your narrow V. I know. We're nearing it. We're not quite there yet. Keep your arms moving. Drop your hips down an inch. Curl your ribs in and back and really use your core now. Let your abdominals fire even more. Pull your hip points narrow. Draw your low belly back and curl your ribs in. I like to think about breathing into the back of my rib cage. Sink your hips down an inch. All right, you guys. Here is our starting point for narrow V. This is our starting point. I know. Hold your arms in a 90-degree bend, little punches to the sky, roll your shoulder blades wide, and start to sink your hips. Lift your arms, go down, up, down, up. Narrow V is so effective. It works the inner thighs, it works the midline of the thighs, and it works the outer edge of the thighs, even up to the outer edge of your feet. So think about all of the effective work that you're getting through the thighs, through your legs, even your calves. Your feet are getting stronger in this moment. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. This is it, you guys. Hold your hips low, flip your palm to the sky and drop down. 2 counts and up. 2 counts. You're moving your arms maybe 6 inches. You're trying to drop your hips down to your heels. Go down for 2, up for 2. Get ready for your hold as low as you can stand it. Now hold your hips low. Keep your arms just really engaged through the biceps. Shrug your shoulders out of your ears. Get lower through the heels. We're going to take this to triceps. We're going to do a single-sided. Take a breath in. Hold 4. Hold 3, 2, 1. Stand up. I'm going to turn in profile. Right foot forward, left foot back. Make sure your left heel is grounded. Lean forward, bend right knee. Reach your left arm behind you. Lift and lengthen through left arm. Lift and push back through left heel. Square off your hips. Now my right hand is simply resting on my right hip. We're going to do one arm at a time. Lift lower, lift lower. Your goal is to keep your shoulders square, your hips square, and pull your ribs in. The reason I have right hand on right hip is because I want you to pull back through right hip. The tendency is to try to push it forward. Now keep left heel grounded. I know my heel is cut off on the screen, but my heel is grounded. That's going to give you a stretch through the calf. And then I want you to tip your hips up slightly and release left hip flexor. Keep moving your arm, flip your palm to face the midline, thumb down, pinky up. Straighten your arm as long as you can. Now if the weight is preventing you from lengthening your arm long, drop the weight. We're going to do so many reps, you're not really going to need the weight. You knew that coming in here though. It's Tuesday, it's Barre Plus. We do like 100 reps in every position. Now hold it at the top, then reach, then reach. Now if you can see my elbow, it's a small little bend. You can see it a little bit, right? I mean, there's a little bit of a bend, but it's really about the reach. The reach is where you engage the tricep longer. Longer, get ready for your balance. You have 8 to the balance. 6, 5, 4, 3, hold the length of your left arm. Send your right arm to meet it. Put all of your weight into right foot. Reach left leg behind you, find your balance, quiet forward. Open your chest. Push down through right big toe. You're gonna simply step left foot forward and switch your triceps work in 8, in 7, in 6, go 5, go 4, go 3, 2, 1, left foot forward, right leg, right arm back, lift your right arm, flip your right palm to face the floor. So, round your right heel, square off your hips, left hand to left hip to pull it back in space. Reach out through your right arm, palm to the floor, thumb on the out, pinky on the in. Keep your right heel grounded. Really stretch the calf on that side. You can separate your feet as wide as you can, as long as you can keep your back heel grounded. And then tip your hips up slightly to release the hip flexor, especially if you're taking a lot of cycle, if you're walking a lot or running outside. Make sure you release the hip flexors as much as you can. Keep lifting the arm. Just flip your palm to face your midline, thumb down, pinky up. Get ready. You're gonna come to those little micro bends in 8, in 7, go 6, 5, curl your ribs in and back. Really stabilize through your feet, through your legs, through your core. Hold your arm lengthening, and then bend, reach, micro bend, big reach. Really power back through your right knuckles like you're punching something away. Just punch. We're almost there. You're gonna take this to that same balance challenge. This time you're gonna lift your right arm, or right leg in 6, in 5, go 4, go 3, go 2, hold the length, send your left arm to meet it, and send your right leg out behind you, lean forward. Hopefully you have a little bit more space than I do. Hold in stillness. You're gonna keep your weights with you, and we're gonna race to our wall squat in 8, in 7, in 6, go 5, go 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your weights, we're not done with them. Find your wall. Now step your feet to hips width distance and slide down into your parallel position. You're in a neutral spine. So that means your knees stack over your ankles. If you have any knee issues or you want to stay, it's a little bit easier if you're higher. The lower you get to a 90-degree bend, the more challenging this becomes. Take a breath in, lengthen your spine. Reach your arms out, palms to the floor. Lift your arms up an inch, down an inch. Make sure your wrists are flat and your feet are at hips width distance. Now I can tell in the camera that my heels are a little bit too forward, so I move them back just a little bit. That's one of the things that you're gonna need to notice in your body, in your practice, in your alignment at home. Now, the thing about a wall squat is you're not gonna slide it up and down. So take that out of your mind. You don't have to do that, don't worry. This is a squat hold, and you're just gonna burn out the quadricep, right? Do the midline of the quadricep from between where the knee and the hip meet. This muscle group is engaging for you right here, yeah? I know you feel it. Now, I want you to light up a little bit more through your inner thighs. So here's how we're gonna do that. Push down through your big toes on both sides of your feet. Push down through your big toes, lift up through arches, lift up through your inner thighs. Stabilize your inner thighs, and then think about spiraling inner thighs to the floor. Walk your arms out on the diagonal, palms to the sky, thumbs up, pinkies down. Lift, drop. Push the backs of your shoulder blades into the wall behind you. With this little movement, you should feel a little movement of the shoulder blades sliding up and down, but keep your shoulders out of your ears. If you start to feel your shoulder blades creep up here, I want you to reset, lock your shoulders down. Lift, close your eyes. I know, this is your time, yes. Get those arms really long and strong. They're gonna carry you through this day, and they're gonna do all of the things and carry all of those little munchkins who are walking across the screen, like that little puppy that came by through mine. We're gonna carry them through this day, right? So lift, drop, pull your ribs in and back. You have 8 to the hold. 7, 6, 5, 4. This is gonna be your hold. This is your shoulder work for the day. What are you gonna do with it? Now hold your arms reaching, lengthening. Pull your shoulder blades back, curl your ribs in, stabilize your toes, and lift your heels. Lift your heels off the floor. This is it. What are you gonna do? You have 8, 7. We're gonna finish our thighs with no weights. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand yourselves up. Drop your weights. You're done with them. Thank goodness. Come back to your wall just for parallel. Squeeze your legs together, one strong leg. Lift your heels. Bend your knees and sink your hips down low. Now we're gonna start in a hold. Lift your heels high, 6 inches, you guys. Squeeze your legs together. Pull your ribs back. Stack your shoulders over your hips. I'm gonna turn in profile so you can see. Squeeze your legs together. Get your heels as high as you can. Now start to move just down an inch, up an inch. I always like to cue parallel thigh work with a wall or a chair or something to help you, because your heels are too high to do this in balance. So really make sure you're holding onto something. Curl your ribs in the back. Pull your belly back. We're gonna take this full range in 8. Squeeze your legs together. One strong leg. Your legs are gonna work together as one. Reach your arm to the sky, 2 counts. Sink yourself low and come up halfway. Go down for 2 and up for 2. We're gonna do 4 of these. Last one. Now bring yourself low, arm forward, tuck your hips 4 times. Go tip, release. Here we combo it up. Go down for 2 and up for 2. 4 times, down a wall and up. 2 more. Keep your heels as high as you can. Squeeze your legs together. Hold it low. Outside hand forward, flex your hand and push. Tip your hips. Up, release. 3, 4. Back to it. Down for 2 and up for 2. Keep sliding or back down a wall. Push the back of your skull into that wall. Everything slides together. Last one. Now come low. Squeeze your legs together. Bring your outside hand forward. Push out through your palm and tuck your hips. Up, release. This is it to finish. Tuck. Tuck. Now I'm going to turn profile so you can see. I am tucking from a neutral spine to flexion, but I'm not coming into extension, so I'm not shooting my tailbone back behind me. I'm just tucking neutral to flexion. Push out through right hand. You have 8 to the hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. What are you going to do with it? Now hold your neutral spine. One arm up. Squeeze your legs together. This is your balance. This is the only time you release both arms. Maybe to the sky, maybe to prayer. Wherever you are, hold it. Lift your heels a little bit higher. This is awesome. Hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up, grab your right ankle, pull the right knee back, push the hips forward. I definitely am going to give you a quadricep stretch though, don't worry. I know I said no stretch then, but you should always stretch the big muscles right after you work them. So stretch your quadriceps both sides. Pull your knee behind the hip line and push your hips forward. Try to scoop up through your low belly. Pull your waist back. Make your way to the floor. We've got low C curve. Grab your knees. Take a seat. Hold on to your knees. Now shake it off. Grab a sip of water, whatever you need to do. Get yourself down to the floor. Hold on to your knees, sit up tall. Straighten your arms, lean back. Slide your hands behind your thighs. Open through your chest. Pull your ribs in and down. You're in your very lowest high C curve. We're going to take this to roll down on the double count. Just down. 2 counts and up. 2 counts. Let your low back hit the floor for a quick second and then it comes right back up. Option here is to send your arms over your knees. The other option is always to hold on. Now we've got tempo changes coming. Yep. Let your low back just kiss the floor for a quick second. And from when I say low back, I mean from your hip to your mid back. So like where your sports bra is. Like let that part of your body push into the floor for a quick second and it rolls right back up. Now slow it down. 4 counts. Take it slow. Go 4, 3, 2. Come back up. Go 4, 3, 2. Nice. Lower down. Articulate your spine into the floor. And then use the strength of your abdominals to curl back up. Slow and steady. Go down, down. Yeah, awesome. If you want to hold on to your thighs, hold on. Really cup your thighs and let yourself engage the biceps to lift you up really as fluid as possible. Beautiful, Justine. Last one up. You're going to hold it on the down. Walk your feet in, low C curve. Slide your feet in. Push down through your feet. Hold on to your hamstrings. Lift yourself up and hold. Push down through your heels. Release your tailbone so it shoots to the floor. Curl your ribs in and down. Lift yourself up. Now you just lift higher, up and up. No down at all. Push down through your heels and try to traction your heels in. Cup your hamstrings so you're pulling back on hamstrings. Open the front of your body and pull your shoulders out of your ears. Keep moving through this, but now walk your knees together to touch. Yep, squeeze that little edge of your big toe mounds together and then push them deeply into the floor. We're gonna start to add a rotation Before we do, try to get as high as you can. Get your shoulder blades off of the floor. Reach the crown of your head straight up to the sky. You'll know if the crown of your head is to the sky because if it is, you won't feel any tension in your neck at all. If your head is slightly back, you're gonna feel the front of your neck start to engage, right? It starts to feel really tight because your head is supporting your head and lifting your head, which is so heavy because your brain is so big. So your goal is to get yourself so high that you are looking straight forward. Your jaw is parallel to the floor. Now start to add a rotation side to side. Go shoulder towards opposite knee. Go cross. Go cross. Squeeze your knees together. We've got one more change. Up and over. Up and over. I like to envision connecting my lowest rib to my opposite hip. That's the diagonal I want you to find. Go cross. Go cross. Keep moving through this. Lift your knees off of the floor. Or lift your feet off of the floor. Lift your knees right above your hips. Cross. Cross. Remember I said we've got some oblique work. Here's where we're gonna layer on and level up. If this is the edge for you, that's okay. I want you to hold on here, cross side to side. Now look at your knees for a moment. In every class I've ever taught, I mean, I don't even know, like thousands plus, I always say keep your knees totally still. But now I'm gonna tell you to do something a little bit different. Keep crossing your chest side to side, and now start to cross your knees, cross, cross. So your legs are moving in this little S shape. Your feet move and your knees move, and your opposite knees, opposite chest. So it's like you're forming a little S in the air, chest to knees. It gives you a little bit more of a rotation through your abdominals, right? Imagine your abdominals are like a wet towel and you're wringing them out. The movement of the knees, the shimmy of the knees, 2 inches side to side, it's going to articulate that rotation. So as your chest moves to the right, your knees move 2 inches to the left. Same thing on the opposite side. Knees move to the right as your chest pulls to the left. Go cross, go cross. You have 8 to the hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold your chest through center, shoot your legs to the sky, take a breath in, here's your hold. Push your belly down and lift your chest up. Open your spine, or open the back of your body, so really draw your shoulder blades down and lengthen your spine. Your gaze is directly to the space of your thighs, right underneath your knees. That's how high I want you lifted off of the floor. Fold yourself in half, take a great big inhale breath. You're gonna lower your chest to the floor and keep your legs to the sky for a flat back floor in 6, in 5, in 4, go 3, or 2, articulate your spine to the floor, push your hands down, bend your knees, open them into a diamond shape, and then in, go out, go in. So I'm gonna turn a little bit into the profile, out to the side, open, squeeze, zip your inner thighs together, open your knees wide, push your hands to the floor and lay the back sides of your waist to the floor, go open, go squeeze. 2 more. Last one, hold your knees on the in, but separate them to hips width distance from here. Bicycle your right leg out, pull it in, left leg out, pull it into tempo. Reach, reach. Make sure you find the 2 distinct movements of the legs. One is a bent leg, and then one is a long leg. So you're not carrying your long leg out on the diagonal. You're not carrying your bent knee out on the diagonal. You're finding the 2 different positions of your legs. Go side to side. Keep moving your legs like this. Curl your ribs in and down and push the back sides of your waist into the floor. Go on, you guys, awesome. Side to side. What is your back doing? Is it trying to lift off the floor? If it is, pull your abdominals in and down and stabilize your pelvic bone. Lengthen your spine with every exhale breath. Now hold your legs out on the diagonal, squeeze them together, tiny bend and reach, bend, reach, bend, reach. You've done this before in your forearm plank. So find that same movement of a bend and a reach that lengthens the legs, that squeezes the quadriceps and pushes your thigh bones out towards the wall in front of you. Bend, reach, bend, reach. You have 8, go 7, go 6, go 5, go 4, go 3, go 2. Hold the length, hold the reach, point your toes. Send your legs out as far away from you as you can. Send your hands to the sky. Yep, hands up, legs out. Now walk your hands back an inch. Walk your legs out an inch. Oh, good, nice, Molly. Squeeze your legs together and find every muscle fiber in your body pulling towards your center line. Amazing, Katie, you got it. Hold in stillness. Take a breath and lengthen your spine. Imagine the vertebrae underneath you separating one from the next. I know, this is your hold, yes. Pull your waist and ribs, pull in and down. You are stabilizing and neutralizing the spine because I told you, remember, everything we have done today is building for all four seat work, which comes next. So before we get to all fours, find as much length in the spine as you can. You're going to carry that with you when you dive forward and come onto your hands and your knees. In 4, in 3, go 2, hug your knees to your chest, give yourself a huge squeeze. Rock and roll yourself onto your hands, onto your knees. We're going to start in a tabletop plank. Bring your knees under your hips. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Take a breath in. Lift your knees off the floor. Spiral biceps forward. Wing triceps back. Open through your chest and start to move your knees just up an inch, down an inch. You can push down through your big toes. Spiral the inseam of your pant legs back behind you. Pick up your pace down, up, up. Claw the carpet. Push down through all 10 finger pads and open through the front of your body. 8, 7, 6. We're going to start our seat work on the right side. So you're going to keep your left leg exactly where it is. Hold your knees, hovering the floor. Slide your right leg back and hold it there. Tap your left knee down, untuck left toes, and walk your hands forward and then wider than your shoulders. So you've got this tripod base between your two hands and your left knee. Push down through left shin, hug your waist in, sweep your right leg behind you. Find as much length through the right leg as you can. Reach out through right toes, reach out through the crown of your head. Try to lengthen your body and grow taller. Lift the back of your body to the sky. Now that we're super engaged and totally aligned, we layer on the movement. Lift your leg up an inch, up an inch. Squeeze your seat as you do this. So the seat engages, the glute engages to lift the leg. The quadricep is engaged to lengthen the leg. Push down through your thumbs and your forefingers. Claw the carpet. You're going to create a little imaginary bubble of air and that fold of skin between your thumb and your forefinger. That's going to help you take pressure out of the wrist joint. And then I want you to feel your arm bones integrate into shoulder sockets and widen your shoulder blades on the back of your body. Really feel your front body widen, your back body widen, and feel very strong and stable. Like you could stay here all day. Don't worry, you don't have to. Hold the lift of your right leg, bend your knee in half, kick your heel to your seat, pull it in and hold. Pull in and hold. Bend your knee as deeply as you can. Pull it in, squeeze. Pull it in, squeeze. Now hold it on the in and lift it up, up. One thing I start to notice, even in my own practice, is in this position, I start to work so hard through the right seat that I start to dump into the left hip, right? I start to shift left. So if you're feeling any, like even an uneven pressure in the outer edge of left knee, I want you to reset. Push weight into your right hand. Try to push all 5 toes down on your left foot. Really push down through the foot, starting from the toes, through the top of the foot, through the shin, lift up through left inner thigh, keep lifting the leg. Go up, go up. This music gets a little like chill. And the reason I put this music here for our seat work is I want you to just let it go. Let everything else go, right? We have done all of the things to get here. So what are you gonna do with this moment? Can you kick your heel in tighter and lift your leg up higher? Yes, you have 8, 7, 6, 5. We're gonna come off your wrists. And you're gonna open your leg to the right. 4, 3, hold it here for a moment. Slide down to left forearm. Slide your right arm out long and open your hips and shoulders 45 degrees. Lift your knee up as high as you can and then push it back. One more time, lift your knee up, push it back. Hold your abdominals in tight and lengthen right leg long as that you lift. Up and in, up and in. Come back to the sensation of quadricep engaging, push back into right thigh. Reach your right toes directly to the wall behind your right shoulder. So you'll notice my leg is not way out here, right? It is in line with my right shoulder. The alignment you want is your knee Your toes, your knee, your hip, your shoulder, and your right ear are in one long line. Lift up through left inner thigh. Lift up through left oblique. That's why we did so many oblique work today, you guys, because when you got to this position, I wanted your obliques strong and prepared for success. If we had done no oblique work, your obliques, yes, they might have been engaged just a little bit, just by naturally standing and moving, but they wouldn't have given you the opportunity to lift up through the left oblique, because guess what? We're here for a while. You have 8, 7 to the change. Get your leg longer, straighter. Reach it out, longer, straighter. Lift it higher. Push your leg slightly back. The tendency is when the leg fatigues, it drips forward. Now, hold it at the top, circle it out, up, back, and around. Make sure it's an up, a back, and around with your circle. You are circling backwards. We're doing that on purpose. Circle backwards. It engages your seat more effectively, up, back, and around. Now, turn your gaze to your right fingertips and lengthen your neck. Tiny circles. Up, back, and around. You have 8 to the hold. I know. Do you like how I'm doing that little change with my cueing? Because before I would just say 8 more and you didn't know if that was a hold or that was the end or what was happening. So I'm trying to like articulate my own cueing. That's it. Hold it at the top. This is your hold. Now push down through left forearm. I'm going to give you a very advanced balance challenge if you want to. Reach your right fingertips up and out, so not to the sky, but up and out on a 45-degree plane. Yeah, oh, I see fingertips in the air. I see you taking that challenge. You're gonna take a modified pigeon stretch in 6, go 5, go 4, give it all you got. Go 3, 2, 1, come down. Right knee slides to right hip. Flex your right foot and push your left leg back. We're gonna go on the other side. Ready? Quick stretch, because remember, we're stretching out the end. Hands to the floor, knees under hips. We're not going to do the full lift of the knees, so don't worry. Just curl your toes under, take a breath in. Lift your knees to a hover, slide your left leg back, tap your right knee down, untuck your toes. Walk your hands forward, walk them wide. Square off your hips and shoulders, reach your left leg behind you, hug your waist in, now lift and lengthen. Lift, lengthen. My setup is faster on the other side because you know you want your hands forward and you want to push down through thumbs and forefingers. You know you want to push down to the top of right foot, through right shin, lift up your right inner thigh. Now square off your hips. Squeeze your left glute like crazy. Like crazy. Like if someone was going to come around, maybe like if we were at the studio and I was allowed to adjust you, I would come and I would poke it and I would see you are totally engaged with that left seat. Now, come back to the sensation of squeezing left quadricep and push left thigh onto the side. Reach out through left toes, hug your ribs in, lengthen your spine long. Yes, reach out through the crown of your head, lift up through the back of your head, just lift, lift. Make sure your hands are slightly in front of your shoulders and slightly wide. So you want a wide base, keep lifting, lengthening, good carry. See you. See those ones. Yes, you have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now hold your leg really long and straight. Take a breath in, hold your leg in half, stamp it up. Take your heel to your seat, lift it up an inch. The tighter you get your heel to your seat, the more contraction you're gonna bring to the hamstring. The hamstring's job is to bend the knee and to help you safely walk up a flight of stairs, like my dog just did. To safely walk around in your body, because you want the front of your leg just as strong as the back of your leg, and we did a whole lot of thigh work today. So let's give our hamstring, the back of the leg, a little bit more love. Just lift, just lift. Hug your ribs in. You're almost there. Lift. What's happening with your chest? Can you open through the front of your body? Can you open through the back of your body? So send your shoulder blades wide. What I like to think about is your shoulder blades are about the size of your hand with your fingers spread wide. So if I were to come around and give you an adjustment, I would want you to think about sliding the shoulder blades down and wide. Curl your ribs in and narrow and pull your waist in. Lengthen the crown of your head to the sky. We're going to come off your wrist in 6, 5, go 4, Go 3, go 2, keep your knee in tight, slide down to right forearm. Open up left shoulder and left hip 45 degrees. Lift your knee up, push it back. One more time, lift the knee up, push it back. Now extend it long and straight and lift. And lift. Lift up your right oblique. Lift up your right shoulder too, especially at the end of our class. I often see shoulders start to creep towards ears as the gravity takes over. So lift up through the muscle fibers underneath the shoulder and push down to your forearm, down to your hand. Stabilize right side body. Keep your legs lifting and lengthening. Two things at once. So the lift happens through the side of the seat. The lengthening happens through the quadricep. Awesome, you guys. Yes. Nice, Mary. Beautiful. I see you. All right, I see you, Leslie. See you every day at 9 o'clock. I mean, every day. You take it every single day, right?
Me and you on an island with the ocean color stuck in your iris.
Teach these classes like by memory.
In silence.
Oh, there's littles in the stream. I love it. I know. I want you to keep going. I did not forget about you. I did not let my mind wander. I want you to do this many reps. Now, hold it at the top. Take a breath in and lengthen your leg. Your last variation is here. Take it to those circles. Up, back, and around. Now, the up works the outer edge of the seat. The back carves out the base of the seat so where the glute meets the hamstring. And the around carves into your inner thigh, even up into your pelvic floor. These circles also lubricate the hips, but they're really important for accessing all those small little stabilizing muscles in the hip socket. I know, and they're killer. And your leg is long, and it's been reaching out for a really long time. And this is the end. You have 6 to the hole. 5 more. 4 more. Go 3, yes. Go 2. Hold it. Hold the reach. Hold the length. This is it. This is your hold. What can you do with it? Where do you want to go with this? Right here, right now. Your modified pigeon stretch starts in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw your left knee towards your left wrist. Flex your left foot and push your right leg back. Now you can come onto your forearms, shake it off, roll your wrists, bring the backs of your hands together, which will release the wrist joint. Enjoy it.
When you're down.
And now we stretch. Make your way onto your knees. Step your left foot forward. Tuck your right toes behind you. Find a high runner's lunge. Lift your arms to the sky. Sink your hips down low. Stack your shoulders right over your hips and draw your shoulders back. Lift your heart to the sky. Bend your elbows. Push your thumbs down. Open the front of your body. Take a big inhale breath. As you exhale, reach your hands right in front of your shoulders and sweep your left arm back. Rotate palm from palm. Right arm forward, left arm back. Left leg forward, right leg long and straight behind you. Come through center. Bring your hands to the floor. Tap your right knee to the floor and push your hips forward. Now tent your hands on the floor. Your palms are up. Tuck your back toes and push your left leg long and straight toes to the sky. And then push yourself forward. We're going to flow through this just a little bit. So feel the hip flexor release in the front. And the hamstring and glute stretch long on the back. One more time all the way through. Push hips down. Push hips down. Hold yourself forward. Walk your hands to left thigh. Kick your right heel to your seat. Grab it with one hand. Maybe both. If it's both, push your foot back. Even flex the ankle to get more out of this.
And when the rain falls down, you know the flowers go.
Wherever you are, take a big breath in.
Hard times come, you know
Settle your central nervous system.
And when the sun comes up, you know that I'll be there for you.
Release your foot behind you. Lift your arms out and forward and push your hips back and away. Lean forward on the diagonal. Take a breath.
Just have a little faith.
Walk your hands to the floor. Lay your toes to the floor and forward.
I'll have a little faith in you.
Keep your left foot grounded. Lift your hips to the sky. Try to separate your feet as wide as you can while keeping your heels grounded. Pivot to the right. Take a wide forward fold. Now you can shimmy side to side. You can hold in stillness. Whatever serves you to stretch your inner thighs. And then continue your rotation to the right. Right leg bends, left leg long. Lift your arms to the sky. Sink down low, square off your hips, and then shift your shoulders back. Lift your heart, your gaze, bend your elbows, and push your thumbs back. Open the front of your body very powerfully right here. Own it. Enjoy it. Send your left arm forward. Reach your right arm back. Stretch palm from palm. Lengthen your back left leg as long as you can. Squeeze left glute. Come through center. Bring your hands to the floor just outside of your left foot. Tap right knee down or left knee down. Push your hips forward. Push your hips back, toes to the sky. Now, if you can ground your palms and move through this, go for it. If you need to keep your hands tented, that's totally fine too. Flow through it, hands to your glutes. Hold your hips forward. First, squeeze your left glute. Feel the hip flexor release. Walk hands to left, right thigh, kick left heel to seat. Grab it with one hand. Maybe both. Stay here and push your foot back into your hands. Lift your heart. Take a breath. Obviously, this is not the right song. There we go. There's the energy we need. Good. Release your foot, curl your toes, lift your arms out in front of you once more. Lean forward and then round forward. Drop your hands. Drop your toes. Take your forward fold. Push your left big toe mound down. Pull your left hip back. Nice and good. Big breath. As you exhale, lift your hips to the sky. Try to ground your heels. Each foot has its own lane, so I like to think about legs on railroad tracks rather than a tightrope. Pull your hip back, push your left hip forward, and then pivot once more to the left. Take a wide forward fold. Grab your ankles, you can grab your elbows, shake your head yes. Your head no. Heel toe your legs in a little bit narrow. Turn your toes out and sit yourself down into a squat. Bring your hands to heart center, elbows to the inside of your knees. Just let it go. Take a breath. Make your way to a seated position and just cross your ankles. Sit up tall out of your hips. Reach the crown of your head to the sky. Close your eyes. Give yourself 10 seconds, maybe a full 60 seconds to let yourself calm down. I like to think about the central nervous system as one of the most important parts of our class to focus on. So really let the strength and the grace and the patience incorporate into your body. Take this moment to appreciate giving yourself this time for your health and your wellness. Take this good positive energy and good momentum with you into the rest of this day and the start of this week. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm back here a couple of times this week. I forget my schedule. You'll find me. I'm in the Zoom room. I'm here. And you guys, we're still in the middle of our challenge. So every class you sign up for, you are entered to win. And we are starting to think about how we roll out outdoor classes. So that is coming soon. Stay tuned. Stay with us. And we will see you all soon. Have a great day, you guys. Good job. I'm going to unmute you if you want to hang out. Oh, you were already unmuted. Hopefully there wasn't any feedback. Sometimes I forget. Good job, guys.
Hi, I'm playing Legos at my house.
Oh, hi, Annie Banani. You have any mints for me?
Playing Legos. Look it.
Thanks, Colette. Oh my God, she's Good job.